Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! No, you're left me. You dump it. Why you put your headset on? You talk so loud.
I can hear you. What's going on, bruh?
The Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
Here we go.
The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff.
Damn.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one and one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Scanning the field, it's Durant. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He stopped just short of midfield.
That one pretty good.
Mark him out of bounds at the 48.
that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Oh!
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
99 out of 100
Well,
he
it's a
catches.
simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Dingle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Cole. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Finds his big tight end.
Well, that didn't work out.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Durant.
God!
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's at the 50, at the 30, inside the touchdown Ducks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Cole. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Durant. Pulls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30.
Trying to take my dude's heads off.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Fights off the defender. Got the first down and more. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Wade. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
Well, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
Quick.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Alongside the quarterback. On the option. He'll toss it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now.
There he goes. Ripping through the defense. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They had that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. To throw, it's Vaughn. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Ducks are rolling down the field. It's a draw. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. He's got 50 yards rushing in this game, and he's on his way to a 1,400-yard season. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The give to the fullback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Gore. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Durant. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man, it's Cole. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big... catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Two of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Cole. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Quickly complete. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! All that way to the end and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Vaughn. They're working that left side. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. How about picking up the first down with the fullback? He's not just a brute who knocks people out of the way for the fancy running back. He can make plays too.
Use all the athletes on the field, including fullbacks. Fullbacks are athletes too, Reese.
The sure hands, it's Sanders. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and
that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking downfield, and time is running short. It's picked off. That's number 10. Taking it the other way. The 20. 10. And it's going to be
Big man got a touch.
touchdown, Penn State.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Vaughn. Got a man. It's Westbrook. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lost a throw on first down. That's caught. It's Westbrook. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Ducks moving quickly to the line. The option look. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Really good job by this defense, man. Fourth down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on fourth down.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll run play action. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. When you go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Five wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Vaughn. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. That's caught. It's DeLuca. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They'll throw it from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Plows through the defense.
Golly.
Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quick pass on the fly motion. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Back to throw, it's Durant. Caught in the backfield, it's Wade. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a
Down
quick
to the
look
fourth,
at the national
like always.
rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for space. It's Wade. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Fires to the big fella. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking for a man. It's Durant. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Touchdown, Penn State! Fitted in the window for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 79 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. To the air, it's Vaughn. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Running into the open space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. This time on target. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fires to the end zone.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Touchdown, Oregon! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking downfield, it's Vaughn. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Wade. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Wade. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. If they can finish the deal here and hold off a top 5 challenger with this passing attack, what a confidence builder this should be.
They've been doing this all season long, guys. They are the higher-ranked team coming into this one because of their ability throwing the football. Their quarterback has been playing at such a high level, and he plays
Get over him.
in his biggest games.
And that's the thing that's scary. I mean, to play such a great opponent and still make it look easy, like you're playing somebody that's not even ranked and not very good, you talk about making a statement late in the season, doing it right here today.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Wade. Powers through the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Good game, bro.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles.
Do you know? Okay, I'm glad you said that because I swore the
movement they don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
There was a couple games I had that did the same thing to me. I'm like, I know I didn't use my timeouts.
They'll give it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts.
Yeah.
I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football.
When he was outside all by himself.
To the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking for a crease. It's Wade. They will stop him.
I'm going to let it run.
And the defense trying to keep him alive.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line.
We'll see each other again in about a week.
And eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got 1 loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated and